Perfecto. Vanna. Vanna, come here. Vanna, look. There you go. Oh, is there more there? Okay, alright. Okay. Oh, come on. Bummer. Nah. Ah, come on. Ah. Oh my word. What? Bogus. Oh. No. I asked them about it at the library, and they said that they knew what it was. Like, you know, at first I was like, is this even called? What is this even called? I think it's just called Jack and the Beanstalk, you know. And then they found it, and then they're like, yeah, I'll look for it. And then when they looked for it, they're like, well, we can get it on VHS, I think. You know, and I'm like, oh boy. If it's gonna be on VHS, I don't know how bad I want it, you know. Ah! Blast it. Not necessarily, but I think you're doing the same thing. I think you're like self-flagellating of like, you know, you're like, oh, my birthday's not important. I'm just Eeyore over here.
I'm just not a big like birthday person. I've just never been like that.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Whatever that means is my birthday. I don't do something special for myself. Treat myself, anything like that. I'm looking forward to my birthday. You know, been that person. I'm gonna some sort of a false humility or whatever.
I don't have to like pump you up like, oh man, you're so great or something like that. It's just more like an excuse to, you know, do something fun.
Mm-hmm. What I want to focus on was what it's supposed to do for your birthday. I gotta figure out for you first.
Uh-huh. What? Oh man. Yeah. Hmm?
I got poke this tree.
What? Oh man. Help. Help. Yes.
They only allow streams online in real life where you can like online play. Not to do if you're doing a actual campaign or whatever it's called.
Uh-huh.
Stream campaign.
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah.
People watch the game for free.
No. Yes. Oh, you stupid. I told you a few things. What's up? Hey, hold on. I got somebody else. At least I think you have. Oh man. Alright, I don't think they're coming. They're good. Okay. No, he just left the match. I don't know if he doesn't want to play against these particular people or something, but...
codes or mods or something. I don't think it's something like, oh, that's a cheater. Like, how you
Yeah, there's multiple ways they can have a modded controller,
Okay.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And so some guys apparently have modded controllers and cheat that way.
Yeah.
There's things what we call speed glitching, and that's where I'm down. Somebody figures out how to I don't know. I don't even know how they do it because obviously I don't cheat, but
Right.
somehow they figured out a way where they can run super fast all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's a perk that you can kind of do, but you like kind of it looks like you're on fire, right? And then you can run fast. But that's just like a little perk that lasts for a short amount of time, and they figured out this way to like basically be like that, but like all the time, and it almost seems like they're even running even faster than that perk, and they're not on fire or anything like that. So I don't even know how they do that, but it's what they do. And then there's other ways that they can hide in the walls and shoot through walls, so like they can snipe people from all the way across the map. Wow. See, what I think you should do is you put the person's name and then put all their stuff underneath their name.
Mm-hmm. Have that list on there?
Huh?
I should have that list on, shouldn't
Well, you would, as long as you have that app still and you sync it. Blast. Now, the grill thing isn't like a big deal because, like, if it's not like something that you can't find on sale or something like that,
Right.
that's not a big deal because I don't need it anytime soon.
Yeah, it's just one of those.
Yeah, like it just might be nice to upgrade my grill at some point.
Yeah.
It's a little small and a little dinky, like crooked, kind of falling over. Oh. I thought Eric's grill was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little bigger than mine. Maybe something even a little bigger than that would be cool. But you know, even if it was, like, that's still way bigger than what I have. No, don't hurt him. Die! Now, you should take my phone and you should just put your name in the same way and put the stuff that you want underneath it. I definitely would like to find a good basketball on sale because I do not want to pay like $80. That's ridiculous. Nah, come on. Bail. Get pulverized.
PS4, PS5.
Yeah, kinda. Frig. Aw, bummer. What's that?
So, you upgrade to a set of pots and pans that doesn't kill you.
Oh, yeah, right.
Ants are causing toxins in my body.
Mm-hmm.
We need all these climate pledge friendly items for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I can't hurt you, Signal. I'm not interested.
Mm-hmm. They're climate friendly, but, you know, still made by little slave kids in China.
Yeah, right. You can only do so much.
tallest man ever recorded. His life cut short at 22. Real-life human giants that really exist. Sultan Kosan, the Guinness World Record holder for the tallest living man at 8 feet 2.82 inches. Forced to leave school due to his towering height, Kosan found his place on stage, performing with the Magic Circus of Samoa, Yao Difan, the world's tallest living woman at 7 feet 8 inches. Diagnosed with acromegaly, her remarkable height drew attention locally as the giant woman. Despite challenges, Difan's story reflects resilience until her untimely passing in 2012. Lindsay Hayward, actress and wrestler Lindsay Hayward, standing at 6 feet 7 inches. Known as Isis the Amazon, she shares her life as a giant in the wrestling world and the entertainment industry, earning the title of tallest leading actress by Guinness World Records. Hafthor Björnsson, known as the Mountain in Game of Thrones, a 6 feet 9 inches tall strongman weighing 441 pounds. His journey from Iceland's strongest man to international fame showcases the sheer power behind the giant. Robert Wadlow, the Alton Giant, standing at a confirmed 8 feet 11 inches, the tallest man ever recorded. His life, cut short at 22, was marked by hyperplasia of the pituitary gland, resulting in an extraordinary level of human growth hormones. Real-life human giants that really exist. Sultan Kosan, the Guinness World Record holder.
There we go. Man. Ah, come on. This is ridiculous. Going into like our favorites or something.
Save generator items.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about him if I did really
Yeah, like what?
It's on here. Sometimes I just put them on there so I remember the title.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Otter box is still on sale right now.
Yeah.
Got on your wish list.
What's the price?
$30.03. Oddly enough.
Hmm.
3 cents, oddly enough.
Right. Does it cover the screen too or not?
I think so. Let me double check. No, it says no built-in screen protector.
Mm.
The built-in screen protector, right?
What?
You want one with a screen protector, right?
If I could get one that was an OtterBox, I guess it would be nice. Yeah. What?
I said I don't want one of these cheap knockoffs. Trying to look the built-in screen
I
protector.
mean, if it doesn't have a built-in screen protector, I guess it's not the end of the world per se. Assuming that they, I don't know, do they say that that's supposed to protect the screen? Like, what's the warranty, you know?
What?
What's the warranty with the OtterBox if you don't have a screen protector on it? Uh-oh. Oh, man. Oh, my word. Whatever. What? I guess she is. She's just not talking. Ah! Thank you. How much coffee? Yeah, they did have hot chocolate that I thought about, but
Yeah.
I decided to stick with water. That was in addition to drinking all the coffee, obviously. All of it. Oh my word. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wow. Oh no. Help! Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, buddy. Hmm?
I got a nap, but I already feel tired again.
Mm.
White Sox earlier, gray.
Hello? What's up? So what's with all the phones? What? You sent a picture of like a million cell phones. Uh-huh. So why are all the phones there? Oh, okay. I see. I see. It was good. I'm trying to remember what we talked about, or what Pastor talked about, because I was a terrible memory. I think it was about being thankful for your blessings, you know, pretty standard stuff at this time of year. But you shouldn't be thankful at all. That's terrible. What's that? Oh. Yeah. I think it actually was pretty important to talk about because kind of like also what he focused on was how we still need to like thank God for all the blessings that we have through hard times because like one of the things he specifically said, and I would definitely agree with, is that it's kind of been a rough year for the church. There's been a lot of people who have been diagnosed with cancer and who have died, I think, more than any other year that I can recall. So just a lot of stuff of just trying to make sure to be like still remembering that, you know, God's you know, still there for you through all of it, even if you don't understand exactly why certain things are happening. You know, his ways are higher than our ways. So, you know. There's one lady that's used to sing on the praise team, but she's, you know, quite really old. She used to sing on the praise team because she's got like terminal cancer, and she's not getting any treatment or anything like that for it because they basically told her there's nothing they can do. And there's one of the pastors, the assistant pastors, has cancer of the mouth. And he got surgery on that where they, like, you know, just cut it out, right? But then it came back. Or they didn't get it all or whatever. So then he had to go into surgery for that again, and then he has to go in again like another time. Yeah. Did the most latest one was unplanned, I guess, something where it's gotten, I don't know, worse than they anticipated or something like that. So then they like kind of do like some cleanup or something like that until they do the full-fledged one later next month. Yeah. Dude, one of the craziest ones is like we have a lady who had cancer and she had a whole bunch of different stuff done to her and they got rid of the cancer, but then she had like some sort of like, I don't know, test or something they were doing to like, you know, just make sure that it hadn't come back or anything like that. And that was like several months ago, I want to say now, and they still haven't actually like, they like had her take the test, but no one's like, I don't know, like given her the results or read the results to her because of some sort of weird thing about how her insurance doesn't want to accept the hospital that she normally goes to or something. So she's like just wandering around being like, I wonder if I have cancer. Because no one will tell me because my insurance won't let me go to such and such place. Right? That seems a little ridiculous. I'm coming. I'm here. Where are they at? Oh, the hallway. There we go. Watch out! Oh! Blast it. Ah, man. Oh, man. That grenade got us perfectly, too. So if we had been able to avoid the grenade, I think we would have made it with the brute. Ah, come on. Oh my word, there's no way. What? Yeah, what's he doing? Oh man, I'm down. Hey, there's an Eldorado over here, so you can come pick me up. Oh man, no, I'm not gonna make it. Never mind. You mean like the building? Yeah. Oh, here's one. Get him! Get him! I have an Eldorado too, so we should stay here still. Don't go. Don't go. Uh-oh. They're coming back. On the left side. I'm just waiting for them to come in. Yeah. Oh, I'm down. Watch out. Oh my goodness. I was down already. It was too late. Was he on their team? Was he on their team? Was Pike on their team or ours? He was on theirs, wasn't he? It's not that big of a deal. It says Pike's in the lobby if you want to send him an invite. Oh yeah. $24? That's ridiculous. You're doing it wrong. Well, I'm just saying, like, you can get like a one-topping pizza. You should be able to get, well, maybe not in New York, but at least here we can get a one-topping pizza for $8 from Domino's. No, that's the large. Okay, well, extra large is different, but I'm saying you can get a one-topping large, but you have to like go in there and you just have to make sure that you apply a promo code. So in other words, if you want to pay full, a really high full price for the pizza, they'll let you, but if you know the ways to get around it, then they'll also, give you the deal. Mm-hmm. And Toasters. Ha! I don't even need Twinkies, and I know that. Yeah, well, I'm saying it's Hostess. Yeah. No, I'm just saying. It used to be you could get, in the very recent past, it used to be that you could get a 3-topping pizza for $8, and they just took 2 toppings away because, Biden's America. Bidenflation. Can't have nice things anymore for low prices. Haha. Got him. What? Oh, he's behind you guys. You. Get him! Oh, shoot. Sorry. Wasn't fast enough. Ah! Oh, come on! Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is that like the bird test? You know what the bird test is? Yeah. Now, with the bird test, if they go look, do they have to actually look at the bird, or do they just have to respond? I think they have to. And be interested, pretend to be interested. Well, I'm saying they could be like, they could pretend like, so in other words, like if you're dating somebody, right, and they say, you know, hey, come look at this bird, you know, you want to make sure you're being very attentive to them and pretending to, you want to appear as though you're into the things, you want to appear as though you're into the things they're into, right? Where, you know, by the time you're married or by the time you're like engaged to somebody, you might say like, you know, I'm okay. I'm not into birds. I don't like looking at birds or whatever. You might tell them that. So you're still responding, but you're just like, and not saying, you know, oh, that's dumb. You're just being like, yeah, I'm all right. You know, I feel like birds are kind of like, you know, the rats of the sky. I don't want anything to do with birds. You know, sort of thing, you know, and then they maybe hope they can respect that, you know. Birds poop on my car, you know, birds make me mad. Pretend was a poor word. I'm saying, you know, but at the same time, like, I'm saying, if you're dating somebody and you like that person, you may pretend, or somebody might pretend, not saying I would, saying somebody might pretend to be really interested in that, whatever they're bringing up, like the bird, just to impress them and make them feel good, not because they actually care about the bird, right? But in a sense, that's what the whole test is about, you know, it's like, it's not about whether, you know, that person likes birds. It's about whether they will pay attention to you and do what you ask them to do, even if it seems like a somewhat not important, you know, thing that they're pointing out, right? You don't agree? No, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with this, and I've only become familiar with the bird one fairly recently. So, you know. I see. I would say more like they want you to do it because they want to have power over you, and children are great. Yes, they absolutely do. I think that we are naturally sinful, and that we will get anyone to, and also some kids are very naturally, well, some kids are naturally want to do things for themselves, and other kids want to naturally make everyone else do their bidding. If they're able to get them to do it for them, they will let anybody else do it for them. Like my middle daughter is, and I think my youngest daughter, they're overall in a lot of ways, they're very independent, and even even when they were very young. Obviously they're a little older now. Maybe they've learned more of the value of some being helped in certain scenarios, and then being able to do certain things by themselves in others. But like when they were young, especially my middle daughter, she was very, very much wanted to do everything herself. Now, as my oldest adopted daughter, she would let you, peel grapes. She would make you peel grapes if you decided that was totally fine. She'd have you peel grapes for her. She will have anybody do anything for her, and if they will do it, she would be fine with not doing anything ever. So, but also I think some of that has to do with what is allowed and what is expected of kids. So when from what I can tell from growing up before our adopted daughter came to live with us, right? She had basically people that did everything for her. They weren't trying to teach her how to be like how to learn things. They would just do them for her because there was no like emphasis or even knowledge of like, I need to teach my kid to do this so they know how to do this. They would just do whatever that kid needed if they needed it done, just because that was what they thought was best, I guess, or something like that. And also sometimes she would be left alone, I think, for a long time with her older sisters, and they are just her sisters. They're obviously older than her, but still they don't know that the best way that kids need to be taught, not just had everything done for her, and so that was another reason why, if she wanted something, they would go get it for her or tell so and so, hey, she needs this thing. Can you get this thing so I can give it to her? And so because of that and that mentality, that they were the ones that were trying to kind of take almost the place of the mom, who was sometimes being an absentee parent. Because of that, I think that had a big factored in a lot of why when we got her at 3 years old, she was nonverbal almost. Because she didn't even need to learn to speak, because they just would say, hey, we understand what she wants. She needs this. Rather than her being able to, needing to like say it for herself. She had two, young, older sisters that would help her in that way, and thinking that they were doing the best that, and in a way for their kid logic, they were doing what they should be doing, which is helping their little sister. Yeah, right. Watch back. Dag. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'm just saying, I think if my eldest daughter was allowed to continue on the way she was, I think she wouldn't know how to do anything for herself. She wouldn't know how to tie her shoes. She wouldn't know how to dress herself or anything, because we had to like force her to do everything. And she had no desire whatsoever to learn those things, because if somebody was willing to do them for her, she was totally fine with that. Where again, like, my middle daughter would have never stood for that. She absolutely wants to learn everything about how to do stuff but for herself. And also, and now I think my youngest daughter is like in a stage 2 where, help, she's very much like that, and even maybe even more so to a certain degree, where she wants to do everything for herself, or thinks that she can do everything for herself, and she's like, no, there's certain things you can't do, you're just a little too small, and she doesn't understand that, you know. But sometimes she does, and she also learns to do things that you would have not thought that she would, like, been able to do, because she's very resourceful, like, and sometimes in bad ways, like, you know, like, I want that thing on top of the, you know, dresser or whatever. I'm going to climb all the way to the top and I'm going to get it. I don't need to ask anybody's help. And then you find her on top of the dresser and you're like, oh my goodness, what are you doing? I think, like, again, a good example, not to, like, beat a dead horse here, but I think around 6 months, I want to say, my one daughter, like, always saw us, you know, using silverware, and then insisted at that point that she was going to use silverware too, even though she didn't really understand how to exactly, and it would have been a lot easier to eat, you know, with her hands. She was like, nope, I'm going to use silverware and I'm going to figure this out. Oh, really? Why? Oh my goodness. Oh, why do you need the Wi-Fi on? Are they all updating or something? No, I'm so confused. See, what do phones have to do? I thought your husband was a pilot. Is he not a pilot? Because this doesn't sound like being a pilot. Okay, so he's a pilot, but he doesn't drive. He doesn't actually fly a plane for his job. Is that what you're saying? No. I mean, I'm figuring that I thought he was a pilot and did that in the past, and now he does something else. But I don't really understand what it is he does now. Oh. Okay, so he's like essentially like a supervisor of people that deliver packages? Is that what you're saying? Okay. No. So but that doesn't have anything to do with flying now, right? Correct? Did he used to fly at all for anything job related, or was that just a hobby, or what? What what about it did they not like? I mean, what could he not get like through some of the requirements or what? Uh huh. Mm. I like how they were worried about that, but they're totally fine with like, you know, paying for gender transition surgery if they want, you know. That's because that's necessary. I'm sure it's not as easy as you would be led to believe. Depends on what exactly you're having done. But I mean, especially if you're if that is really short. Then from the standpoint of again, what you're going to consider recovery time, but what I'm trying to say is too, it depends on what you're getting done, and the the way it's put sometimes, it's easier to build a rocket ship than dig a hole. So in other words, if you're getting the latter, you're going to have more complications, and basically you're going to basically just mutilating your body, and you're going to have a problem with your body your entire life because it's not natural. I know. I'm just saying, but I'm saying you're going to have medical complications, like most likely your entire life. Yeah. Yeah, people are just always, going to be sinful, and they're, with new technology, there's just new ways to, enact sinful ideas. Mm-hmm. Right. So, were these people that identified as like, gay or something like that, and then just don't anymore, or were they people who had specifically gone through medical transition and then detransitioned? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So, no, go ahead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I have watched, I think, some videos from Jubilee, and I actually watched one, I feel like, pretty recently, where it was like, something like, you know, like, ex-liberals, you know, versus ex-conservatives or something like that. The funny thing I thought about, right, the funny thing I thought about that video was some of the people who were claiming that they were ex-liberals and now were conservative. Some of them I didn't find super particularly conservative in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah. And I think I'm trying to remember if it was like it was 6 people, but like two out of the 3 conservative people, I want to say were like, oh yeah, well I'm conservative, but also I'm still in favor of abortion. And I'm like, okay, well you're not really conservative then. Why are you here? To me, that's just the liberal who doesn't like spending a lot of money. So meaning like they're fiscally, yeah, they're fiscally conservative, but otherwise they're not, you know. Watch out. Oh no. Are they still around? We got one. There was this one other video I watched, but it's not from Jubilee, and it's where like I'm trying to remember what the channel is called now, but it's where they have a lot more people. They have like what they call more like a panel, and they have like probably I don't know, maybe 10 people on each side, or at least 8. And they had one where it was like, I think there's something very similar. Was it where it wasn't when ex-liberals or ex-conservatives, but it was just like conservatives versus liberals. And I feel like that video was actually better because some of the people that they had on there were like mildly conservative, and there were some other people that were very conservative. Like one guy was, you know, very much a very seemingly devout Christian and like homeschooled his kids and the whole nine. Whoa. Ah! What were you teaching? Sunday school or something? For whom? The older what? Oh, the older preschool class? Okay. Uh-oh. Makeup wasn't going your way that day? Uh-oh. That sounds like a waste of gas money. Uh-huh. Well, yeah, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do to be on time. You're saying the man was holding you back and making you late? Huh? Oh man. Rough. I'll be honest, and I'd say that oftentimes my wife will do just as good a job of me as getting ready in the morning or better, because she's, I think, better at being productive in the morning. I'm not a morning person. Uh-oh. You're in trouble now. Ah! Oh, I'm gonna get killed. Blast. Well, it's a good thing our team is doing well, because we're not gonna win because of what we're doing. Especially me. Well, that's what I said. I said we're gonna win because of what our team is doing, not because of what we're doing. They're doing well. Oh, but it is getting a little closer than I'd like it to be. Uh-oh. Man. There it is. No, I helped a lot less because I had a terrible death count. Yeah. So you didn't tell me what your church service was about. Oh, so you didn't go? Or you did go, but like you were in nursery, so you couldn't hear it. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. What was scary about it? I'm confused. Or I need more details. Well. Right. Yeah, what's that? Ew. Why? Mm. Mm. What's wrong with the car? Uh-oh. Mm. Uh. Mm. Gotcha. You should do that at like somewhere else that's not your dealer. A dealer will charge you an arm and a leg for that stuff. That some other place will charge you like a lot less. Gotcha. Well, so you just prepaid your expensive oil changes. Gotcha. Well, it could be. It could be a decent deal sometimes because sometimes they're making money off of the people that don't come enough. What? Yeah, well, that's what you need to do, and that's what I do. But oh my word, blew me up. Don't do it. Stay strong. Uh-oh. I got a guy down over here, but I'm down too. Right in front of you. Oh no, he's getting revived. I'm gonna die. Ah! Aw, come on. Why? Quitters never win and winners never quit. Shame on you. Yeah? Ooh. Like the game of life. Uh-huh. Alright. See ya. Are you writing something now? Yeah? Which quote is that? Sure. How long are we talking here? And why is it significant?
Thought it was significant. People from the past with their own.
Mm-hmm. Can't get anything done in this game. So you gonna read me your quote or not?
Nevertheless, wherever two consciousnesses differ, as it were, in time, and not merely in relative stability, there be narrowed down to the problem of the meaning of some one or more fundamental words. One of the most striking examples of this truth is the interpretation of Greek philosophy by modern Europeans. Such a one can read Plato and Aristotle through from end to end, and write books down to philosophy, and all without understanding a single thing. Unless he has enough imagination, or the established meaning of the thought forms of the to enable him to grasp the fundamental terms. Unless, in fact, he has the power not only of thinking, but of unthinking, he will simply reinterpret everything they say in terms of substitute.
And who wrote that?
Barfield, poet.
Man. Blast it. Here's our little dog. What? I'm not supposed to allow that. You should have brought her back down here. Hmm.
Hospital
Oh, really?
and off until
Uh-oh.
overnight there.
Hmm. Oh, no. Ah. Ah. Help. 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 Oh, come on. Come on, help. Oh, what is wrong with you people? Oh, nobody would pick me up. We died. Hmm? You don't want something, you don't have to have something. That's Macy. I said, that's Macy. Yeah. What's up? Ooh. What's up? Uh-oh. Are we... Who did? What you saying? You ever hear that, like, Venezuela has a new president now? Or no, it's Argentina. I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think so, but I think that the new president of Argentina, like, they don't like him either. The same kind of... Well, he's very much, like, against, like, woke stuff, and it sounds like he's going to try to crack down on corruption and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. Right? Let's see what the CNN headline says. Far right, because man, there is no other right but the far right. There is no just right. There is only far right. Far right outsider Javier Milei. I don't know. Milei. Milei wins Argentina's presidency. That's 2 hours ago. He's like, sounds like he's kind of like Trump on steroids in a little way. They just say he has like manic energy. He had the nickname the Madman or something in school or something. Oh my word. Then I watched a few videos on Twitter of him, and one was like him giving an interview. It was pretty hilarious. Obviously it's in Spanish, so you might be able to just listen to it, but I had to read it. He's like, you can't give the leftists an inch because then they'll just destroy you. It's like, well, shouldn't you like, he was calling them some not nice names, and like, shouldn't you just call the people who disagree with? And he's like, no, they're psychos. I don't know Spanish very much, but I understand that word. Man, come on. Also kind of sounds like he's going to do a Vivek Ramaswamy type deal. Well, have you heard about, well, Vivek has like said things like, hell man, if I became president, I would just fire half of the government workforce essentially. And like just all the odd numbers gone or all the even numbers gone, you know, whatever the social security number is. There's way too many of them. So there's a little video of the Argentinian president having like the different positions that he thought were ridiculous all on the board, and he's like ripping them off the board, and he's like, Minister of like Equity and Inclusion guy, gone, you know. Minister of like Diversity or something, whatever, you know, just a bunch of different things. You're like, yeah, that sounds useless. Gone. Ah! Somebody pick me up. Help. Thank you. Oh, come on. What? Oh, come on. Wow. Thank you. Hmm? That means they can kind of see like the outline of where you are. It's like a perk they can use to... Oh no! I'm down. Alright, thank you. Yeesh. Yep. What's up? What? The Marvel suffers historic drop.
Oh, no.
No, what will we do? Right. Wow. Made like 10 million.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's terrible.
For the Marvels. You know, it's gotta be like, that's a 78% drop. That's crazy. The Hunger Games made 44, and Trolls band together made like 30, 31. I don't know what the budget is for Trolls. So it's about the budget, but I mean the Hunger Games one, it should be bad. I would think it's not great. Right. Because that's the thing. Did really well. Oh, I said which did really well.
Yeah, right.
Why are you repeating yourself?
I thought you said, what did you say?
No. As we all learned from the second face, Jennifer Lawrence. That was actually the first female-led movie ever with as an action hero. Remember?
Yeah.
What an idiot. Yeah, that's right. Ah, Nikes. No. Wow, what made it? Did not see him there. Boom. Yeah, they really were really bad. I think I would call it a night, guys. Yeah, thanks for playing.